And we are live. What is up, everybody? This is Kundai, and welcome back to this channel. If this is your first time to be here, don't forget to subscribe. And also, if you're watching this video, kana tichinge tabva palive. If you are no longer live, please watch this video. I'm telling you, watch this video because it is going to help you. So please try as much as you can to watch it. Right. So to those guys who are here, I'm seeing there are people who are already here. I'm seeing Tinotenda Mapanya. So they say, Contilda Kalukweza and Lady Scarabi. How are you doing? Hanzi sei kuti zvese hamuhepi ndasesekedzwa kuti ndisvikewo palive. Okay. Yes, proud Tapfuma. How are you doing? So guys, we are going to try as much as we can to make this as short as possible. And this is going to be very, very short. So today I am joined by Ethel from Smart Millennial. Ethel, thank you so much for joining us.
Okay, thank you so much, Kundai, for having me.
Okay, right. So I think some of you guys have heard me talking about Nyadzikuana Maripa internet. How you can make money online. Some people are asking me, how do we do online teaching? Some people are asking me about teaching on the online teaching. So I managed to get in touch with Smart Millennium, and we managed to get him to come here on our channel so that we can talk to him. So before we get into what we want to talk about, if you're watching this video, please, you need to go and check out Smart Millennial. Her name is Ethel, but go and check out Smart Millennial on YouTube. Smart Millennial. That is the channel that she has. She's also there and teaching people. I just want to check if my what is happening? Don't want the account I'm live here. Because I am also doing this on YouTube, on Facebook. I mean, so I want to see if we are live as well. Right. So why is that you are not seeing many people coming through? Taku King, how are you? Keti Keri Mugwagwa Katas, how are you doing? Please share this video with others. Please share this video with your friends. Just share it in your groups so that other people can also get to learn what we are going to be talking about today. There is a lot that you guys can learn from what we want to teach you. Right. So, Ethel, should I call you Ethel or a Smart Millennial?
You can call me Ethel, it's
okay. Ethel, okay, but obviously we are going to be knowing you as the Smart Millennial. Right, so can you tell us about online teaching? I don't know, is it called online teaching? What is the real name? What is it called?
Okay, so first of all, thank you once again, Kundai, for having me here. And everyone who is watching, thank you for joining us today. So, well, basically, it's called online teaching. That's the popular name. And I think that's the only name that you can have for it. I don't think it has another name. So, it's online teaching. And trust me, guys, it's something that is very, very interesting and something you should look into because okay, let me tell you where it all started. So I was in it's like 2 years or 3 years ago. I remember I was 18 and now I'm 21, by the way. I'm turning 22 this year. So that's when it all started. I was actually looking for a part-time job and I had to contact one of my friends. You know, I was on her neck because she was doing something related to Bitcoin or something. So she was making a lot of money during that time. And I wanted to try it also because I was in my first year at the university and I needed money. I really needed money. So she introduced me to this whole online teaching thing. And that's when I knew about it. And ever since then, I haven't stopped. I'm still doing it and I'm not about to stop. It's something that is worth looking into. And if you're to visit my channel, you can probably check out a video that I dropped. I think it's titled 5 Ways to Make Money Online. I talked about online teaching. And the other video is titled Online Teaching Review. Is it a scam? I also mentioned a lot. I was showing you guys my accounts, my profiles, and how much I earn per hour from each of the schools that I work with. So I teach English online, but there are some other companies that actually give you the opportunity to teach other languages like mathematics, physics, chemistry, and other languages like French, Portuguese, Spanish, those popular ones. But I'll be talking about English here because that's what I'm doing at the moment. So teaching English online, it's very easy. You might be scared, like I'll be talking to people from Russia or people from China or people from Japan, but trust me, they're just humans, and it's very easy. It's something that you could probably look into. So Kunde, if you have some specific questions, I think I just did a brief introduction on what it is. So if there are some questions like how do you do it, you can just shoot them, and I'll try to answer all of them.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, one of the first questions that I will obviously ask is, how do I do it? How do I end up making money, or how do I end up starting a teaching people online? How do I start?
Okay, so obviously the first thing is you apply. Like every other job, if you are an accountant or if you are a biologist, the first thing that you need to do, you probably need to apply. So you need to apply, and there are various companies. If you check my video, the one that I talked about, 5 ways to earn money online. If you check the description box, I probably dropped a link on some of the companies, a whole lot of companies. So you can just pick a company, and first thing that you need to do is to apply. And trust me, most of these companies, they hire native speakers, people from the US, people from Canada, the ones who have English as their native language. But there are companies who also consider us non-native speakers. For me, I'm from Zimbabwe, and English is probably my second language. So there are some companies that I think I listed in my video online teaching review. There are 3 companies that I have worked for, and I know their whereabouts. I know how they work. So the first thing that you need to do is to apply. After you apply, they will review your application. That is the initial application. And if they like it, they will invite you for an online interview, just like this one, an online interview, and they'll be asking you various questions, your experience and the likes. And if you pass that interview, they'll invite you for another one. This one is not really an interview. It's like a demo lesson. So they'll give you a student. They want you to teach the student, and they will evaluate you. They want to see how you do it. And then if you pass that one, the next thing is orientation. They're telling you about the company. They are telling you how much you'll be earning, and you can start. And the other question that you might ask is, what are the qualifications? Well, some of these companies, they do not require qualifications at all. Okay, so just your voice. Yeah. Look at me. I'm still in the university. I'm in my 3rd year. I don't have a bachelor's degree. I just have a high school certificate, And well, actually, I did. I have this certificate. It's called the TESOL certificate. It certifies you to teach English, and it's very cheap. You can get it for. When I got it, I think I paid like $5 online. But you can pay $5, $20 US dollars, not RTGS, and you can get that certificate that easy. But even without it, you can start working. The company that I first worked with, it's called Bibo Global. They don't pay much, but it's like a breeding ground. You need to gain experience. You need to know how it works. So they pay like $1.40 per 25 minutes. That's like $2.80 per hour. And it's not much, but when you are starting, you can gain experience, because with those guys, all you need to do is have an interview. If you pass, that's it. They don't care about your degree. They don't care about your nationality. Even if you're from Zimbabwe, they accept Zimbabweans, okay? And right now, to show you that it works, you don't need to stay with People Global for 3 years. It's impossible. Once you get in the industry, you need to explore more grounds. You need to see the other companies that you can work for. For me right now, I'm getting like $15 per 50 minutes. So I moved from $2.80 for 50 minutes to $15. You get it? So they don't need any qualifications. They don't need any qualifications. Just your confidence, and you need to be realistic. There's this thing with us people. You need to try to tune your accent. You end up speaking like a robot and the likes. You just need to be yourself. You need to be you. Just show them who you are. That's all you need. And obviously a laptop and internet connection.
Oh, so you are saying you are now you moved to other companies that are paying sort of more per 50 minutes. So will it be possible for you to have other companies whilst you are in another company, like Shanda Kuma company
Well,
where you have to be in one?
you can. Yes, you can.
Oh, you can.
But there are some companies, like the one that I mentioned, People Global, they probably restrict you. They don't want you to work for other companies at the same time that you're working for them. So, but you don't need to tell them. You don't need to tell them that you're working for other companies. You are the one who needs the money. So you can work for 6 companies, okay, as long as you have time. But just make sure you don't get caught, because if People Global catches you cheating, they'll probably tell you to resign from the other companies or resign from their company. So for me, well, I could say I got away with cheating because I've been with People Global for like 3 years or 4 years, 3 years now. And yeah, I've been with them for 3 years and I'm working for other companies as well. So as long as you don't get caught.
So how long does it take for someone to start making money, like a decent income?
Well, like all companies, there's a thing called probation. Even if you are to join a company today, they may tell you, well, we'll be paying you $500 a month. After 2 months, we'll pay you $700. So it's the same with online teaching. As you start, with some companies, you might not get as many students because students are already familiar with certain teachers and you need to get familiarized with them. So you don't expect to start teaching today and have like $5,000 at the end of the month. No, your first month you might probably get like $100. Imagine the second month you can get 500 and then so on. For me right now, I cannot tell you how much I get, but I earn a 4-figure amount every single month in US dollars, not RTGS. So you can see you need, as long as you get familiarized with the student, it gets better. And it depends with the company. The company that I mentioned, People Global, they have like a booking system. Like you show students that I'm available this time, this time, this time, and the students are the ones who choose the teacher. They choose you. So they might say, well, I want to study with Kuntai, and they book your time and you can have a lesson. But the company that I'm working for right now, they give me students. You get it? So I know that every Monday at 5 p.m. I have Kundai, and every Thursday at 6 p.m. I have Ethel and the likes. I have regular students. So it all depends with the company, but don't expect to start getting 4 figures in your first month because you'll be disappointed. You start from $100 and then it gradually increases.
Hi, but this is quite interesting. Like what I've heard is that for you to start making money doing the teaching, you have to like have a blog, and then you start teaching people and build an audience and all those things. So I'm surprised that there are actually companies that have got like students already. All you need is to show up and then you start teaching them.
Well, you can only do that if you want to have your own private lessons. If you want to teach on your own. So if I decide to start teaching on my own, yes, I might need a platform, a blog to gain audience. But if you're working for a company, imagine if you're working for a bank, do you need to go out there and find people to put their money in the bank? No, people just come. and the bank tells you what to do. So it's the same. But if you want to start your own bank, you have to start getting people to put money in your bank. So that's the thing. If you're working for them, they already have the audience.
Okay, so will you be paid per student or per lesson?
Well, you'll be paid per lesson. Per lesson.
Okay, so
Because they're all
even if you have 5 students in that class, you will still be paid the same amount.
Yes, but it depends because the companies that I mentioned so far, the one that I'm working for in Vivo Global, they all teach one-on-one lessons. So it's just the teacher and Kundai, nothing else. But there are companies which offer group classes, and obviously their rate is different. You'll probably get paid more for group classes because you're trying to engage 4 or more students in one lesson. So that's the thing.
Okay, so do you have specific companies that you can tell us about, or people people can just come to your channel, right? So that they will get to know the actual name.
I have I have like some videos on that. So it wouldn't make sense if I have to start talking about it over and over and over again. So people can just check it out, and then they'll probably see the videos, and everything that you need to know is in those videos. Everything.
Okay, so guys, if you want to know the actual companies and also the actual mari, pane video yakamboita mari.
Yeah, Iripo, the one that is titled 5 ways to make 5 online jobs to do at home, something like that. That's where I mentioned the companies. The one titled online teaching review, I mentioned the amount, and I actually showed you guys my profile so that you can actually see that it's real money. It's not something that I'm making up. It's real money.
Okay, right. So let me check some of the questions that people might be having. I'm seeing GZ, the tipster, is saying, do I need to have mentorship, or it is possible to start by myself as an individual?
Well, actually, starting by yourself as an individual, it's quite difficult because I actually tried it, and trust me, it wasn't easy for me. Up until now, I'm still trying to do it because, the thing is, these things involve money, okay? So Kundai, imagine if I come to you right now and I just tell you, I'm a baker. I teach people how to bake. Please pay money and I'll teach you. You probably won't trust me. You have to go to someone who is more formal, someone who already has audience, because you trust that person. You cannot just throw your money at me. So that's the thing. You'll be dealing with people from other countries, people from China, Japan, Russia, Europe, everywhere, and they can't just trust you with their money. So you need to build the audience first. So if you start working with a company, you can make friends, from your students, and you can tell them, well, I also teach private lessons. They can refer other students. For example, the company that I'm currently working for, they charge a little bit higher for the students. Some of the students, they cannot even afford it. So I can tell them, well, I can give you lessons at $15 per 50 minutes. And the school asked them to pay maybe $25 per 50 minutes. So because I've been that student's teacher maybe for a year, some of my students, I've been with them for 1 year. So we are now more like friends, and it's very easy for them to trust me with their money, So that's how it works. Starting on your own, it's very difficult. It can take you a year before you can even earn $1.
Okay, so what should someone do? Let's say I'm watching this video and I want to learn also. What should I do?
Oh, you want to learn?
I want to start also. I want to start like I watch your video, I watch this video, and then I want to start. What should I do concerning the issue of mentorship?
Well, this is what you can do. I'll drop Kunde will drop my email address in the description box, and I can help you. And even if you want to apply to one of these companies, if you watch my videos and you want to apply to one of those companies, you can send me an email address, because if I am to refer you to that company, your chances of getting hired and their response time is a little bit higher compared to when you do it on your own, because you would have been referred by someone that they trust, someone that they know, so it's very easy for you to get hired. I'm not saying you get hired, don't get me wrong. I'm not guaranteeing you that you will get hired, but it will just improve your chances. If I am to tell them, well, I have a friend who wants to work with you, and then I submit your information, or you submit your information using my name, and obviously I probably get a bonus from that, but your chances of getting hired, they are improved. You get it? You won't get hired. I'm not saying they'll give you the job. Your chances will be improved. Yeah, you determine
Okay.
whether you get hired or not.
Okay. So guys, what she is saying is if you go and apply, or if she refers you, what is it? If she refers
Yeah,
you, your chances are a little bit higher. So for you now to get in touch with her, you have to get to her channel. Yagan's Smart Millennial, just like I'm trying to see, just like this one right here. Pasdara ke bakanzi Smart Millennial. So you take a screenshot, kana uchizo dauzoona spelling yacho. Smart Millennial. Go and search by YouTube Smart Millennial. You will find it. And then you subscribe to your channel. You make sure you subscribe to your channel, and then you comment on one of your videos that she's talking about. You comment on there, and then you say, "This is me. I want to learn more and all that stuff." She will get back to you. And this one is
exactly. And guys, there's so many ways to make money online, like a billion ways. If I start listing them right now, we will probably finish this live tomorrow. There are so many ways. So make sure you subscribe and click on that notification bell, so that whenever I post a video, you get notified and you don't miss any of those videos, because there are so many ways. I don't know why people don't know it, but there are so many ways, and it's very easy. All those people that you see, the billionaires, the millionaires, they might make money online. They don't even need to work out and go to work. People are making money online, and it's very easy. It only requires you, your commitment, your patience, and obviously internet connection. That's it.
yes, yeah, I agree with you. That is very true. And it's like I'm also surprised. Why is it that most people don't know these things? You see, right now, as you can see, I think we are less than 30 here, and we are talking about something that is very helpful. But there are times that we'll be talking some issues that are not even very important, but we'll be having over 100 people watching. But I don't know. Today we are talking about something that is very important that can help someone to make money, but we've got a few people. I think it's because maybe I don't know. Should we say our culture, or I don't know. And Zondo Nets I feel up to today. I don't know why people don't like to listen to things that are important.
People have the fear of the unknown, because I can also relate. The first time that I heard about this whole online teaching thing, it took me 2 weeks, 2 good weeks to apply, because I would just sit down and imagine myself talking to a person from Japan or a person from Europe, and I'll be like, what will I be talking about? So a lot of people, they are scared. They think it's a, I don't know if they're scared, or people from our nation just don't want to be open to opportunities. But I think people are really scared. I have told a lot of people about this, and only a few have just responded. But it's something that you can earn money from if you just swallow that fear and just start doing it. You'll get used
Yeah,
you get used to it.
Yeah, plus you learn. It's true. You learn as you be going. That's one thing I realized. I was talking to someone who was talking to me recently, asking me how he should start a YouTube channel. Then I told him you can do this and that and that and that. And then he came back to me saying, "Hey, how do you do these things?" Because I was trying to take a video. So I put a phone, I put a camera in front of me, and I started trying to talk. I couldn't even get to a minute. So I was like, how do you
That's
guys
the
do it?
thing.
Yes, and I was telling him, yeah,
That's the thing, you know.
it's not easy to go on a camera and speak, but when you keep on doing it and keep on doing it, you start learning, and then you end up used to it, and you won't even be worried. So, guys, if there's anyone who wants to ask a question, because I think our time we are almost finished, I just want to have someone who can ask a question. Someone is asking, how do you get paid? Like using PayPal or bank details. How do you get paid?
Well, some of them they use PayPal, but you always have options, you know. For me, I get paid through Pioneer. It's more or less the same with PayPal, but it's different actually because PayPal doesn't work here in Zimbabwe. But with Pioneer, I can link it to my MasterCard, my local FBC MasterCard, and then I can transfer money from my Pioneer to my MasterCard. But there are also some companies which pay through PayPal. They don't have another way. They only pay through PayPal, but you can still withdraw money. You can withdraw your money because there are some people who do that skrill thingy here in Zimbabwe. So you can deal with them, give them PayPal. They'll give you cash. You can still withdraw your money.
Oh, so guys, there it is. I think you've been told that Mari, to uya ku Zimbabwe koko if you're in Zimbabwe or any country. It's like basically wherever you
Yeah.
are, you can get your money. Right. So are there any other questions? I'm checking in the comments. Someone is asking, kana uchida kudzidza online, what should I do?
If you
Kanzi ndaida
want
kudzidza
to
online, what
study
should
on
I do? I think this one is a student who's trying. Yes.
Well, it depends with what that person wants to study. But if you want to study online and it's something that you can probably get from Zimbabwe, I think you should try and find a place right here in Zimbabwe. So let's say maybe you want to study accounting and you want to do it online. Well, if you do it here in Zimbabwe, it will be way better because I know there's some people. I will probably make sure I send you that information, Kundai. There are some people who offer those kinds of classes, and you can actually study here in Zimbabwe. It's cheaper because if you are to study from maybe from another country, you'll be paying like 5 times the money that you would pay here in Zimbabwe. But if it's not the money that you're looking at and you're looking at the quality of education, you can probably do it. But it all depends with what that person wants to study. What do you want to study? Is it English? Is it French, Spanish, another language, a subject? What is it?
Okay. Then I'm seeing someone is saying, how about material yekudzidzisa nayo, the material that you use to teach?
They give you everything. All you need is to just sit in front of your laptop, just like what I'm doing. Just sit there and wait for your student. They give you everything. The only thing that belongs to you that you have to use is your laptop, your internet connection, and your voice. Those 3 things only.
So that means it's very easy, because I remember there was a time I went to South Africa, and I wanted to I looked for a job, and then I found a job at a certain private college. So as I was in that place, they said you should start teaching. They called it heritage studies or something like that. And I was
Mhm.
like, oh, I don't really know much about this. And then they gave me the books. So what I had to do was I just had to sit and read what I'm supposed to be teaching. And then I went into the class, and then I start going la 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 la. And the students will say, this guy is very, very good. But it was something that I would
And
have
you know,
learned before I come to the lesson.
Exactly. And you know, the advantage with us Zimbabwean people, we might not be native speakers, but we actually learn English in school, you know. So when I am in class, I don't even need to prepare for it. I can go straight from my bed to my laptop and I'll start teaching. Some of these things I actually learn in class, you know. I don't even know some of these rules and I'm actually learning. The student is asking me, okay, this is infinitive and this is that. How do I link them? And I am blank. I don't know any of those things. I can just quickly Google, you know, I'm already studying and I'm already writing it down. I'm telling the student, and they're like, teacher, you are a genius. And I'll be like, if you knew what I was doing on this side, you wouldn't even call me a genius. So, you know, some of these things you don't even have to read about them. You learn because as Zimbabweans, we are taught most of these things in school. We know grammar, we know all these things. As long as you passed through Zimbabwean primary school and even secondary school, you know everything. You know, teaching is just something that refreshes that your memory. It refreshes everything, but you know, you basically know.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you. Is there anyone who has got any question? And also, so far, waiting for if someone is coming with a question, I just want to say, do you have anything that you want to say to people before we close? Because I think time is in the Rofamba.
Yeah, okay. So I just want to drop a little bit of positivity, you know, since a lot of people are camera phobic or the likes. So let me tell you something. When you apply, okay, if you do not make it, I'm not saying you won't make it, but if you do not make it, do not give up. If I tell you that I had to apply 8 times to get into my current company, you'll probably say I am lying. But these things, they require persistence, okay? Look at the future. Look at the amount of money you're probably going to make in the future. So if you are to fail your interview, do not give up. The moment you fail, sit down, create a new email address, a new Skype account, a new phone number, apply again. Do not give up, okay? From if you don't make it, try and pick up one or two things that you think you might have made wrong in that interview and try again. Even if you have to try 20 times, it's worth it, trust me. Because once you get in there, they're not kicking you out and you are there to stay. So do not give up. Do not give up. You need to be persistent. You need to have that selfish attitude, if I must say. Do not give up. Keep on trying. Keep on trying. Okay. So that's it. I don't think I have anything else to say. And do not forget to visit Smart Millennial, subscribe, and click on that notification bell because I'll be sharing with you guys more and more ways to make money and also some stuff on personal development because it plays a big role when it comes to your finances. You know, you need to develop yourself. So I think that's it.
Yes, I also have a question. So how many hours do you have to spend teaching online? Because when you say you will be teaching, sometimes I'll be thinking probably for you to make maybe $1,000 a month, you might need to spend the whole day, like maybe 19 hours working. How many hours do you need to be working? Because sometimes some of us, especially people who are internet entrepreneurs, I'm an internet entrepreneur. It is one of the reasons why I love to be working online is the freedom that I have. I can work whether there's lockdown or there's no lockdown. I can still work and I can go anywhere in the world and I can work from there. So with what you are saying, for me to make, let's say, $1,000 a month, $1,000 US, how many hours do I have to work?
Well, now that depends with how much you're getting paid per hour. You get it? So if you're working for companies like Bibo Global where they pay like $2, $3 and for an hour, you need to work more. You need to work more. That means you might need to work from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. But for me, because I get paid a little bit more, I might just need to work for 4 hours a day and I'm okay. If I am too excited to teach, I can go up to 7 hours, you know. But For me, I do not exceed 7. 7 hours is enough for me, and it's flexible. I can choose when to do it. If I don't feel like having a lesson, I can just move it to another day. So it all depends with how much you're getting paid. The lower the rate, the more time you need to work.
Okay. So how about the timetables? Will you be having a timetable? Because sometimes I might be, they may tell me you have to have a lesson maybe 10 a.m. and then at that time, there's no electricity in Zimbabwe and my phone is, or my phone. Will you be having the flexibility to change the times and work as and when you are available?
Well, it now depends with the company, like what I said before. Like the company that I'm working with right now is flexible. So, okay, one more thing. You are the one who decides when you want to work. So you may tell yourself,
Oh,
I want to work from, yeah, from 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. So you open those slots. You open that time on your schedule so that the company can see that Kuntai is available during this time, and students can also see it. So you decide. They won't tell you to work at a certain time. You decide. And with my company, if I don't have electricity, well, I can just easily tell my student that I don't have power. Let's have the lesson tomorrow or later during the day. But with some companies, you don't have that freedom. Your power goes off, you don't have an alternative, you have to cancel, and they'll give you a penalty, you know. So it depends with the company, but you are the one who chooses. So if you know your schedule that in Harare, electricity goes from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., stop working during that time. You can try opening slots at night, 12 midnight to 4 a.m. That's it. You know, so
oh.
you know your schedule.
Ah, you know what? What you're telling me right now, if there's anybody who is listening to this, and maybe I can say someone who is serious with life or serious with making money, you can't tell me that I am going to work, I've got a work that I do, so I'm not able to do this. No, you can't give that excuse because she is saying you can start working from 12 midnight up to 4 a.m. or even up to 5 a.m. You know what? I remember there was someone who was telling me that uh, if you check in the whole world, we might be different, having different races and all kinds of things, but we only have 24 hours in every day for everyone. Everyone has got the same 24 hours. So what you do with those 24 hours, it is your own responsibility, and it is what determines whether you're going to make it in life or you're not going to make it in life. So there are people who might say, I don't have the time to do this. If you want to do this, you can work, and you can make a lot of money. Thank you so much for telling us
Exactly.
this one.
You can still have your 9 to 5 job, and after that you can still work, you know, and make an extra $5 every month, every day. Imagine that's like how much at the end of the month. So yeah, there is no excuse. You cannot say I have a 9 to 5 job, so I cannot do this. You know, I actually know quite a number of people who actually quit their jobs. They quit their jobs to teach online, because if you are to church, imagine if I'm getting, let's say, like $4,000 every single month, and I have a 9 to 5 job that pays me 4,000 RTGS. I'll probably quit it and move to the US dollar one. Yeah, I'll probably do that.
Obviously.
And I think I'll do a video on the companies that hire non-native speakers. There are so many companies. So I think I'll do a video on that. I'll tell you how much they pay, and you know, all the other kinds of information you might want to know. So I do videos every Monday. I used to do Monday to Friday, but things are getting complicated. I have so many things to do, businesses and the likes. So I post new videos every Monday. So this Monday, expect a video on companies that hire non-native speakers and how much they pay and what they require, their requirements. So I'll probably do a video on that.
Oh, thank you so much. As for me, I don't know if there's I don't know if there's any other place where you can get this value. Guys, this is value. I can assure you. Where else do you
Yeah,
get this? Because listen, you are in Zimbabwe, you are complaining. You are complaining that this and that is doing this and that, all those things, those other things, right? But you've got an internet connection, you've got your laptop, or probably, all right, is it possible to do this on your phone? I think I
not
have to ask that.
really, because no, you need a laptop because you need to be typing. If your student makes an error, you need to type for them. So imagine if I'm like this and I'm already typing, you cannot see me. So you probably need a laptop. And one more thing, guys, this is a bonus, okay? This is a bonus. Check out my video, online teaching review. I talked about this company. It's called Best Teacher. You need to check that video out because I mentioned that. Okay, how many times a day do you reply to messages on WhatsApp? You reply to so many messages. You can reply 1,000 messages a day. But with Best Teacher, you can get paid to just reply students the same way you reply your friends on WhatsApp. You can get paid, Kundai. You can get paid to send messages, okay? So if you check out that video, you get more information. I actually showed you my profile, how you do it. So you can get paid to send messages. Imagine how easy can make money be. It's super easy, guys. So easy.
I usually tell people this thing, and people will be like, but that it's true. It's like in this world, if you have got the internet, if you have got your phone, kuti hanzi ndashaya mari ndashayisisa kushaya kudai so
It's a
I don't know
lie.
kuti
It's impossible.
unonganya problem. So I'm seeing someone is
It's
asking a
not
question.
allowed.
Someone is asking a question, and what about internet charges? They are not expensive. Okay. I don't know. I think even this one I can answer. When it comes to internet, if you want to do this, you just have to have the internet. It means you have to go maybe Zimbabwe, go to Zoo and get yourself line Zoo and get yourself maybe the unlimited package or a lot of data. And this is your expense, guys. Listen, you can have this one in your home. You won't need to Kwira Kombi every day or Zupo, right? This is very important, and I think it's actually very cheap. Unlike Kwira Kombi 15 bond we now down makombi ata mari amen whatever amount Kwira Kombi every day uchada mari lunch uchada mari kombi uchada all those things. But if you can do this, you can sit at home and you can make money. So your only expense is the internet. So I don't think you should be complaining data this and that. I don't think it's a good thing to say. Yeah.
Take this for example.
I think one last question because we are almost
okay. Yeah.
Yes, say tell her.
Okay, so I wanted to say, take this for example. If you have a 9-to-5 job that pays you, let's say, 4,000 RTGS every single month, imagine how much you need for transport. You need over like $500 for transport only. We are not counting your lunch, like what Kundai said. We are not counting your other expenses, But imagine with online teaching, you are getting paid like $1,000 every single month. What is $30? For me, I use the Zoho Unlimited package. I think I use like $30 or $40 every month for Wi-Fi, of which I can use this Wi-Fi for absolutely anything. You can, if you have friends and family, you can share. I actually share Wi-Fi with my sister. We pay half. So I pay like $20. She pays $20. We use it together. So it's worth it.
And what I can say is, in this generation, it's actually far much more better to invest in internet than all right. Because there are company, but what I'm just telling you is it's far much better to have internet at home than kubadara. It's better to have internet. It's far much better because the internet can make you money $40 you know yakawanda zisingaiti. I've seen that and I've been doing that
That's
personally. I've been doing that for the past 5 years. I don't go to work, I stay at home and I make money using that internet. So you need to do that as well. Someone is saying
I,
Pindura can, let me check what he's saying. Hans, what does she mean per non-native speakers? Please ask. Hans, what does she mean when
okay.
she says non-native speakers?
Okay, when I say, okay, let me define a native speaker. A native speaker is someone who has English as their first and almost only language, okay? So look at the United States. Which language do they use? It's English. Everyone who's from the United States, their first language is English. So they're called native speakers. For us, we are called non-native speakers because we have our own official language and English is our second language. So if you come to Zimbabwe, your language is Shona, Ndebele, or whatever language it might be. People who speak English, it's their second language. We have to learn to speak English. So that's native, non-native speaker. The native one, they are born that way. English is their language. They don't have to learn it. When their kids start talking, they're speaking in English. For us, they start saying baba, mama, the stuff, you know, Shona words, and we have to teach them to speak English. So they grow up as non-native speakers. That's what I mean.
Okay, right. Thank you so much. So this is what she's saying. Kana kanga uchitara Shona says that is English. That I'm trying to say kana mtu na chikora chirungu because it's not our native
Exactly.
language. It's not our native language. But kana ndichitara neshona kashoma kuti uzoseka undiseka kuti hanzi kunde achikora chishona. It doesn't usually happen because it is our native language. So hey, thank you so much, Ethel. Smart Millennium, guys. Smart Millennial, you need to watch her channel. I'm telling you, I subscribed to her channel and I had to click the notifications bell icon so that. And what I can just tell you is when you go there, you need to sit down and watch her videos, like all of them. Please try to do that because you watch this one and then you learn. You watch this one, you learn. And then she has got a lot of things that she teaches on that channel. Please go and subscribe to her channel. I can assure you, within 3 months from now, you'll be coming here telling us, guys, I followed Smart Millennial and now I'm making $500 a month. Nowadays, do you know something? I know so many people who say, if only I can get something that can get me even $100, $100 a month, then I think it will be far much better for me. Because so many people are not getting that much amount of money, like getting $100.
And you know, Kundai, not just talking about making money online. You know, it's actually this year when I sat down. I think that's when I started. I thought about Smart Millennial, and I said, let me start a YouTube channel. You know, there are so many opportunities right here in Zimbabwe. You don't even need to go to South Africa for greener pastures. Here in Zimbabwe, there's so many opportunities, Kundai, to make money. And I am practicing some of them. And I haven't even started, but I can already see myself making money, US dollars in Zimbabwe. And trust me, it's legit. You just need to sit down, you know, stop blaming everyone, you know, the government for not giving you a job, but sit down, be innovative. You need to create, create a job for yourself. There's so many ways, Kundai, and I wish I could mention all of them right now, but you can make money. Look at me, I'm just 21, turning 22. Imagine by the time I get to 25, I don't know how many millions I would have made, because there are so many opportunities, unlimited opportunities. As long as you open your eyes and you use your mind, there are so many ways, so many ways to make money. A lot of ways.
Guys, I think if you are listening to her, you can see the passion in her voice. You can see that she's not saying something that she just read in a newspaper. She's saying something that she knows, that there is money. There is money to be made. Yes,
It's
a lot
money
of money and
everywhere, guys.
opportunity.
Money, money, money. Money everywhere. Whenever I sit down and I think of an opportunity, I have a book where I write down things. I'm just sitting and boom, an idea in my head. I already write it down, and I'm like, why didn't I think of this 2 years ago? I was looking for money so bad, so bad, so bad. But there's so many opportunities. Oh my, this is just too much. I don't know how to express it.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Smart Millennial. Guys, please subscribe to the channel, and I can assure you there's there's a lot that you're going to be learning. So thank you so much, AFL, for spending time with us on this channel. We are obviously going to be asking you to come back and give us more. Uh, there's a
Oh,
lot that you can
you.
teach us here.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Thank
thank
you. Thank you so much, guys.
Okay, right. So, guys, I will see you, and we are now going offline now. Please share this video. Share this video on Facebook with your friends. I know everyone has got someone they know who might be a teacher. Even if you say I don't want to do teaching, but you might know someone who might be a teacher right now who is complaining that schools are closed. I don't even know what to do. Wherever that person is, please send him or her this video and tell her, please watch this video. Please watch this video. If you watch this video, you're going to see your life changing. Because if you watch this video, your life will never be the same again. If you are serious.
It won't. It will not.
Yes.
Okay,
So
so
thank you
thank you
so
so
much.
much, Kudai, for having me. And thank you so much, everyone who joined us today. And yeah, I'm grateful. Thank you.
Okay.